don't talk about, I agree, had it not been for Prithviraj Chavan's intervention and people's groups, etc., nothing would have happened. But then so many people died. What about between 2005 and 2011? Who was Chief Minister? With all respect, what did Ashok Chavan do? Wasn't he the Congress Chief Minister? And a question comes your way from Anjali Damania. Yes, Anjali Damania. Then I'm coming to you, Dr. Wagle. Anjali has a counter question for you, Tehseen.
The first
Anjali, go
point,
ahead.
yeah, Mr. Tehseen as well as Mr. Nawab Malik, could you please tell me the Maharashtra state water policy? Because what I've heard you people harping on is the policy, the state policy said that first the allocation should have been for drinking, then it should have been for industries. Ideally, this is what you guys said over and over again. Even Mr. Ajit Pawar said that. Can you tell me when the national water policy says that it has and agro-based industries come 5th on the list in the national policy since 2002. Can a state policy contradict the national policy? And it has. Okay, now coming to the main
Damania,
question.
I'll answer that question. Ms. Damania, let me answer that question quickly for you.
Sure.
If you do read the papers, and just some time back there was the papers carrying a major war between the Congress and the NCP over this issue precisely. This is exactly what the Congress was saying. So there are difficulties in a coalition, but it is the Congress that does agree with this viewpoint that drinking water is a priority. Cattle must get priority. Today 400 crores is being spent to give water to
but
cattle.
then my
Today
major
money
point
being
is,
spent
Mr.
to give
Tehseen.
green fodder to cattle. So the point is that the Congress does agree with this, and it is the Chief Minister of Maharashtra today who is today taking the action in now salvaging this entire situation.
Mr. Tehseen, we have very high regards for the Chief Minister. Sir, we have very high regards for the Chief Minister. We have never said...
That's rubbish, Tehseen. That's rubbish, Tehseen. Who was in power in 2005? Who was in power in 2005? In 2005, who was in power?
But Arnab, this was exactly the...
Who was in power, Tehseen, in 2005?
Exactly the tussle that has been happening between...
Arnab, can I please come in here?
Yes, Arnab, I agree, but this is exactly...
The fact is, Tehseen, you very well know that in 2005, when there was an act that praised industry over agriculture, at that point of time, it was a Congress NCP which was in power. So, you know, Mr. Nawab Malik, accept this is a water scam that you've created.
Yeah,
and don't try and limit this to Maharashtra.
Let me speak.
Don't try and limit this to Maharashtra. Dr. Subodh Wagle, Nawab Malik says there is nothing wrong which has happened. Everything is as per the law. I'd like to hear from you.
Let me clarify things for Let me clarify things for your viewers as well as Mr. Nawab Malik and Mr. Ajit Pawar, because I saw him misleading people in the other channel also. Look, what is the issue is, there was a policy, yes, but there was a law which overrides the policy.
Yes.
Policy is not a binding document. The law is binding document. The responsibility of implementing the policy was given to Maharashtra Water Resources Regulatory Authority, which was an independent authority, which came into being in 2005. And this high power committee led by Mr. Ajit Pawar continue to usurp the power from this MWRA very illegally and continue to divert water for about 7 years. And these people diverted water which deprived about 3,23,000 hectares of land in Maharashtra, which is 13% of the entire irrigated land at the present in Maharashtra. So what we are talking is, this 13% land would have gotten water and it would have saved agony for literally, if not lakhs, certainly thousands of the farmers. Okay? And all this was done in blatantly illegal manner, because the law did not permit the high power committee to distribute this water, divert this water. It was a clear theft. Okay? And so there is no question of policy, it is a question of law. And we went to the Maharashtra Water Resources Regulatory Authority saying that the government and the high power committee is encroaching upon your authority. People went to the High Court.
Arnab, and the best part is...
Absolute. You agree with that?
Absolutely.
1 second, Nawab Malik, you've been cornered now. Now you've been cornered. Sunita Narayan also supports Subodh Wagle's point of view.
Sunita Narayan. Let me reply.
Mr. Malik,
don't impose your ideology. Don't impose your
NCP.
Listen to Sunita. Listen to Sunita Narayan. Nawab Malik, I'll come to you. Listen to Sunita Narayan. They may be criticizing you, but listen to them. They also know their subject. They also know
let me
how
reply.
water distribution should happen. Sunita Narayan,
I
please.
think it's very clear in this case there has been gross misuse of the powers of government.
Yeah.
And let's be very clear, there was a law, as Subodh said very clearly, there was a policy, and government went out of its way to make sure that water allocation happened to industry over agriculture, knowing fully well that agriculture would suffer, that this was about livelihoods, people, very large numbers of people. So I think the only thing the Maharashtra government can claim credit for is that it has reversed this ridiculous law, but a ridiculous policy in fact. But the thing that government has to do now is to be much more serious about providing water and about sharing water between the rich and the poor.
Nawab Malik, simple, can I ask you one question to Nawab Malik or Tehseen? I'm just throwing a simple question to you.
Let me reply
to Nawab Malik. My question is, did you not know that poor farmers did not have water? Did you know that farmers are committing suicide? That's my question for Nawab Malik. And for Tehseen Poonawalla, my question is, 1 minute.
Arnav.
For Tehseen Poonawalla, my question is, please tell me how are sugarcane factories...
Don't allow me to reply.
How are,
Arnav,
1 minute, how are sugarcane factories and vineyards and beer factories more important than the lives of poor farmers? First to Nawab Malik, please.
Arnav, see Arnav, the suicidal history is there in Maharashtra. But there is a drought, there is no suicidal history. Suicides are in Vidarbha, there is no drought. First you must understand. You said Maharashtra known as wineries, Maharashtra known as
there is no drought.
Vineyard, but Maharashtra
there is no drought. Again you said this today, there is no drought. Sir, 11,000
there is no drought in Vidarbha.
Villages across the state barring coastal areas.
There is no drought in Vidarbha. There is no drought in Vidarbha. Listen, Mr. Arnav. Listen, Mr. Arnav.
You are telling me there is no drought?
Don't mislead. Listen. No, you listen me first. There is no drought in Vidarbha.
There is no drought.
Listen me.
Prithviraj Chavan has said this year the drought is more severe than the one
There is no drought in Vidarbha.
Can I give you one additional?
You listen, Mr. Arnav. You are just imposing your ideas on the people. You must listen. What you are talking is 100% wrong.
Sir, I'm questioning you. I'm not imposing. I'm questioning you. I have a right to question.
Yeah, you are imposing. You are imposing. You are not listening. Even you are not ready to listen the reply. There is no drought in Vidarbha.
Mr.
Arnav, can I come in, please?
Answer my question about illegality.
Yes, let me reply.
1 second, Subodh Wagle is contradicting you. Subodh Wagle to the Nawab Malik. You can respond. Mr. Wagle, Dr. Wagle.
Reply one by one, one by one. See, people are asking
the simple question is, between 2005 to 2011.
In the Maharashtra, but Maharashtra is a huge producer of onions. Maharashtra is a huge producer of banana. Maharashtra is a huge producer of...
No, don't sidetrack. Just tell me whether it was illegal.
What are you saying?
Don't sidetrack the issue, please. Please don't sidetrack the issue. Answer my question. Was it not illegal?
No, there is no illegality. No irregularities or no illegality. Every decision was made.
It's not irregularity. It was illegal.
2003 up to 2011, 100% it was legal and regularized things were done. There is no scam as such.
No, it was illegal.
Illegal. And always half truth is very wrong.
It was legalized in a very deceitful manner.
Half truth.
Let me explain if you have time to listen.
Half truth. Okay? Mr. Wagle, your half-truth is 100% wrong.
What is half-truth? All this is based on the documents given by the government under RTI. You know, we are ready to face any committee.
Under RTI, some of the documents you are showing.
This is completely
but you
illegal.
Doesn't know what was the law.
Yes.
But you doesn't know what was the
We
rule.
know law.
What was the decision? But
why
you are showing half-truth.
If you have time,
half-truth.
If you are
saying this is wrong.
I have no
100%.
I have no personal enmity or political agenda to tell you the wrong. I don't have any personal enmity or a political agenda to say anything is wrong. These are the facts.
Mr. Nawab Malik, you ask anybody today, one second, Mr. Nawab Malik, one second. Mr. Nawab Malik, you ask anybody today that what is more important, saving lives, 1 second, saving lives or growing bananas? making sure farmers' suicide don't happen?
Listen,
or the beer factories and the sugarcane factories?
No, listen.
One minute.
Let me
or
reply
making
within
sure
one
that
line.
the drought does not
Let
affect
me
the
reply
poor
within
people of
one line,
Maharashtra
Arnav,
or
let
the
me
onion
reply.
industry. I can assure you, people will choose human lives over onions, bananas and beer bottles. I can assure you that. Tehsil Punawala, I want your response on that. Why are beer factories more important?
Arnav, listen, one line answer.
Arnab, just a couple of points. First of all, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra has said very clearly that this is the worst drought since 1972. So that is a matter that has been on record. Number one, I agree with what Ms. Sunita Narayanan is saying. As so far as what Mr. Wagle is saying, if he feels the water has been diverted illegally, he has, everyone here trusts the Chief Minister, he's ordered an inquiry, but he still has the liberty to go to court. We all trust the court, and let court decide if this was an illegal act or this wasn't an illegal act. The water diversion, this is in public domain, that the water was diverted, and if Mr. Wagle feels he's been...
May I answer? May I answer?
That's the option. If you don't trust...
Well, Mike, question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wagle, I'm short of time, but I give you 30 seconds to reply, sir, before I close this debate. Yes, sir, you can answer.
Arnab, I wanted to...
We went to the court. We went to the court, but the government changed the law. You know, retrospectively, they legalized all these illegal dealings, diversion dealings. But they were illegal when they were made at that time. And the High Court simply said, what we can do when the government changes the law.
Yep.
Okay, the change of the law was done in a very deceitful manner. The law was changed at 1:30 a.m. when everybody went home. You know, this is the manner in which the law was changed. So it is not just illegality, it is also a misuse of democratic institutions. And it continues till date. We have no time, but I can tell you how this government, especially the ministers, have completely destroyed the institutions of accountability, regulatory and governance in Maharashtra. And that is the main issue.
I'm still asking, why, Mr. Ajit Pawar, are you hiding? Wherever you are, Mr. Ajit Pawar, come out of hiding. Answer some serious questions here. Nobody owns the water. And if there is a right to water, the poor farmer and the family affected by drought and the children who've been displaced because of the drought, they have the first right over water, a basic human resource. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that debate. Thank you, Sunita, for coming.